mfune phi. Fakele truck.
You a mess, man. That business looks nasty.
That's very beautiful,
My
Chief.
name is Carbon.
Thank you for sharing.
So I think. All right, listen up, Slick. So that just leaves you to
And you wrote that all on your
try
own?
not to get distracted.
I'm impressed. I never knew your Danish was that good. Oh, right. I kind of forgot where I had to go. That's okay. I wonder if the car is actually in there. Probably not. Surely it's not in there. I was about to say, seriously, if the car is there, why are we taking this car? But obviously it's not there because otherwise we would be taking that car. It's there next time. Next time we're back here in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
I just got word you're clear. All right, man. Hola.
Hello, Yakovsev. Welcome.
Sí, muy bien. You did it.
Alright, that went well. Thanks for the poetry though, Chief. Can it write limericks as well? Then I might change my mind about it. Can it write a limerick about me? Okay, this guy better not be at the fucking doorway, or heads will roll.
You don't hear too good. Okay, here's how it works.
Thank you, sir.
If I were you.
Now he's not standing in the doorway. Beautiful.
Hey.
The beautiful thing about art is that it's a clear reflection of how much work the artist put into their work. You know, you can see the work put in the piece itself. It's self-evident, which is not the case with AI-generated art. In fact, it's if you're not aware it's AI-generated art, it can be hard to know that it wasn't, you know, no one made the sacrifice that normal, real art requires. The sacrifice in time and effort and blood, sweat and tears, money, whatever it takes. I don't know if it costs money to create those, you know, paintings with AI. Where it plagiarizes real art to make you know, create a mock-up or its own piece essentially. Oh, we're gonna do a limerick check in a moment, if that's if it did it correctly.
Speak of the devil. I'm very glad you made it. I wasn't sure. I have not forgotten how.
Yeah, the program is arts, but they're not the artists. They're not the ones taking credit. The ones taking credit put no effort in.
All right, that's it. That's all I've got.
There once was a man named Binslow. In South Africa, he did.
Well, aren't you going to destroy it?
There once was a man named Binslow. In South Africa, he did revel. He raced to kill a jackal, but got malaria, a cruel debacle. Now he's recovering and taking it level. That's difficult.
You can't break a man the way you break a dog or a horse. The harder you beat a man.
And stay away from the fat. Hasta pronto.
I feel like there's missing a couple of syllables in there, but it's probably still a true limerick. Because there's very few rules regarding like how to set it up. Besides the rhyming order. But I'm not sure I agree that Binslow and revel rhymes. Fuck off. Binslow revel.
Right.
But still, it's not terrible. It's a pretty good limerick.
I'm sorry. Oh, you're not. Did Ruben send you? I think you should.
Still ridiculous. I need to figure out if I can like stop that FPS jump from happening. Because it's really annoying that I have to. This time I was aware of it, so I didn't like dwell on it too much. So it's fine.
Right. Right. Hand over the hardware.
I consider it a serious problem. It would be easy for people to assume that I ordered another soldier for hire. What is a going rate for mercenaries these days? We fight for the FLN. You'd call me Dr. Kakumba.
There once was a man named Benslow. In South Africa, he did revel. He raced to kill a jackal, but got malaria, cruel debacle. Now he's recovering and taking the level. Okay, that's a decent limerick.
Don't expect any help out there.
That's decent. Alright, so now I'm gonna fast travel twice here, because I hate that patrol car like the plague.
I wouldn't bother coming back, man.
Hello, Quixotic, welcome. And hello, Arcan Light, by the way. I don't know if I said hello. Fast forward speaking Africa Sim. Yes, very correct. Very accurate. Alright, so there's always a patrol car here when I do it normally. Which is quite interesting because that kind of tells me that they're on a predictable cycle. Which is nice. Good to know. I forgot to turn up the brightness so I still can't see shit. But it might be okay. We're gonna find out. In a moment. Fuck off. Yeah. I don't think that's hitting, is it? Oh, it did. Alright, good. Not too bad. I did park my car in the fucking way, like a moron, so that cost me some time. I need to figure out the best place to park it. Blue night effect, yeah. It's like super bright here in my room. So my screen is extra dark, which is very helpful when everything is super dark.
Hand over the hardware.
There is an auto splitter, yeah. S made it like 10 years ago, I think. Maybe not, but he made it a long time ago. And it works mostly. There's a couple of the splits in there in there that a few of the pointers that don't work for me. But most of the splits I have now always split, so that's nice.
This is the APR, greatest faction in the land. You're lucky to be here with us, better than with those old ladies in the United Front. You're hurting Kwasi's feelings.
Ambush the motorcade, kill the police chief, and the job is complete.
Now I need to exit through the right hole.
Keep your head down.
That's much better. I should probably put it even higher, honestly, but this is fine for now. Now the splits are still wrong because I changed the route since my 221, so I didn't actually save over 1.5 minutes. Yeah, because I'm gonna lose some of that time later on. Because in my previous run I did like an extra thing. I did a body rescue in this split. Because it was in a different place in the route.
You want a big fucking problem? Keep coming, asshole.
Oh, I didn't slide in time. Oops.
I'll need your guns and all, man.
Look at the story on television. There's pictures of the children in our camps dying of dysentery. That's very sad. You know, when people see these pictures, it'll break their hearts. They'll have to send money to help. And look us here, my secret weapon. No time for big guy to waste.
It's simple, really. Just go to the rail yard and destroy those natural gas cars. Be smart, this is a classified mission. That means everyone's in it, even API.
But yeah, I should have taken the shortcut. It's fine though.
Yeah, what?
It's always good to just get rid of the phone call because you never know when you might need the map for something. Of course, there is the GPS, so in most cases it's fine. But you know, it's good to have the map as a backup. Just in case I get a little bit bamboozled. There's a sniper that can see me from miles away, but he's usually the only guy who's like dangerous in this mission, even though it's daytime. Like, there's no patrol cars generally here, so fine. I was dead on. I should have probably just taken the shot the first time around, but I wasn't sure of it myself. But I was in the right spot, so I could have just fired instantly, basically. Uh-oh. Car smoking. It's okay. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you probably want it to be nighttime here, but yeah, maybe if I can figure out to like make the patrol car in the Oasis mission behave properly, then I can have it still be nighttime here. Because this is a longer drive, and I'm almost guaranteed to like get shot at by the snipers. And get my car always gets, you know, starts to smoke when I do this in the daytime. I don't get chased at least. But it still sucks that my car gets shot by the snipers. It's not too bad though. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of things I still need to learn. There's one trick shot in particular, actually in the motorcade mission that I haven't learned yet. I think I have most of the other trick shots figured out, but it's mostly like there's a lot of time to be saved in the driving and stuff, manipulating the enemies. But there's like a lot of time I can save by driving more efficiently. Like there's a shit ton of driving, so if you can shave off, you know, 5-10 seconds for each mission, that's like 5-10 minutes in a run. It's crazy how much time, you know, there is to save by driving a more efficient route.
Now, thanks to you, yeah? And thanks to me. Yeah, okay, chop, I get it.
So right now I'm just, you know, working on the route and grinding the stuff I know, and then I can implement more stuff as I improve. Because right now I have a lot of strats that are good. I just need to execute them well, and I've found some new stuff for this run as well that I'll implement later on. I'm still, you know, figuring out how I want which missions I want to be nighttime and stuff when I need to fast travel. Oh god. Yeah, I messed up here. I should have made it nighttime. When I fast traveled there, but it's not too bad. I'll do that now. And the route's already figured out? Yeah, pretty much. There's like, I mean, there's quite a few ways you can it's kind of hard to say if it's like figured out, because it's possible that there's a lot of ways you can do the mission, with a lot of mission orders, so to speak, possible. And some have advantages and some have disadvantages. It seems like the one Lockdog uses is fast. I haven't tested out like all the other combinations, but it's faster than the one Macedon used in his run, for example. I'm certain of that. Not just because of the motorcade trick shot, but because of mostly because of the Goka Falls speech. That's like over 30 seconds longer in Macedon's route, where you kill Gokumba instead of Kwasi at the Goka Falls, because you have to go to a different building, and the speech in that building is like even longer. It's like 10-15 seconds longer, I think. So all in all, it's like I think it timed it to be about 35 seconds slower, at least 30 seconds slower. And there's also other parts of the run that make it slower. But it's mostly Goka Falls. I compared like my run with, you know, my other runs. It's not like I was comparing Macedon to Lockdog or anything, because that's not a reasonable comparison. Good thing he was in the road. That's very handy. Want to kill these guys so they don't chase you around and shit.
Fuck, I lost him. He's close. Where'd you see him at? This way.
I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. Done well. All right, now we're going to we're gonna rescue a buddy over here.
What is this? Oh shit, it's a prison break. Hell yeah. I don't know why you're here, man. He's here somewhere. Quick, you should live it out. Don't know where he is.
What? Where did the fucking... Huh? Where did the assault truck go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Dickheads. Just driving around my car. Stop shooting, please. Thank you. The nerve on these people. Alright, that went decently. I had to look for the car a little bit, so that lost me some time, because I couldn't... Normally they drive over to me, but this time they just drove like forwards 10 meters and then got out. I couldn't really hear what they were doing outside, but it's fine. It's all good. Yes, get out that side. Good call. That's always faster to go out through the
Stop there.
passenger
You know
seats.
the drill, no weapons.
How did you let this happen?
Thank you for thinking that I control everything in this country.
Maron, this is obscene. They're gonna take that gold and will be nothing left.
That is
We
right.
were the ones.
The APR
That
is the
came
enemy.
to us.
You work with us now. Do not let us hold you up, sire.
Got it? Hit the oasis, kill the guards, use your mobile to send us the location. It's gonna be good. Nobody knows about this, got me? UFLL guys see you, they'll shoot you on sight. You're on your own, baby.
Uh-oh. That's a problem. Never mind. They forgot what they were doing. That's like the beauty of quick. Like they have really poor visibility when it's night, and when you quick save quick load like that, they have to reset. And when it's like daytime, they'll often just log onto you from a mile away. But in this case, it's, you know, I can actually get rid of them like that. So yeah, that was nice. That's why it's very helpful to have it be nighttime in this mission. Get quick saved, yeah, they didn't know what hit them.
What the hell? I don't need to explain any rules here, right?
Wait. Right. Hand over the hardware.
You know what the people are saying? They say all of you are going to leave the country.
Just a bunch of lies. Don't believe everything you hear.
You're good at your job, better than the other men I've hired. The UFL is getting very strong thanks to you. That's good. As you wish.
You get the gist, eh? Go to the greenhouse complex, find the shed with all the pipes, take it out. Payment in stones, same as always. You're on your own, Janet. Don't expect any friendly faces out there, even from us.
Now we're driving to the greenhouses. Gonna be super careful because I often fuck up this like drive here. So I'm gonna try to do not that. Alright, we didn't get stuck yet. Good. So far, so good. Oh god, that was a bit risky. We don't want to take too many knocks here, because that will damage our car and eventually make it smoke. And smoking is not good for you or your car, especially not your car because it drives slower, and slower is worse in a speedrun. At least in this case, it's not a good thing. Alright. Now we will probably run into a patrol car at the end of this. I usually do. Or towards the, towards the fast travel point, but that's okay. You can usually deal with it. And he often does like an RKO just out of the fucking blue. Oh, okay, there he is. Okay. That was great, actually. Can't really ask for much more than that.
That's far enough.
Right now, it's very important that I fast travel twice when going to Kwasi. It's not very important, but actually, I would say it's pretty important. Yeah. This is the part of the run where I stole a bunch of optimizations recently from Lockdock compared to my previous run. Like this mission and the next one, driving to the next one, I should say.
Because we understand it. But things have changed. You have changed them. The UFLL is almost unstoppable here. Even the party leader doesn't realize. So, I've decided to eliminate Kwasi and assert our control in the north. I will be the voice of stability and peace.
So this speech here, if you do it with Kwasi, by doing a different mission order, you have to walk to his headquarters, which is further away from the fast travel spot, and his speech is also longer, so all in all it takes like 30 seconds extra or something like that. So, yeah.
Someone open the door.
Not great.
You want to do the business? I can help.
Right, here we go. Hopefully we don't fuck this up too bad. I've practiced this a few times, only actually once, so we'll see how it goes. Basically, if you make it nighttime, it's way easier to drive around here. You can drive closer to the road because there's fewer patrol cars, generally. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we're gonna avoid that guy, I would say. So that's what I get for running my mouth, but generally there's fewer patrol cars. And also, it's just a tighter route, because there's a bunch of rocks here, so I do need to figure out like how to, what the best route is. But this is actually going pretty well. There's not that much in the way. I need to stop saying shit like that, because I'm gonna jinx myself. But yeah, anyways, it's way easier to avoid the patrol cars. Like, you can see them before they see you, because they have the lights on. And stuff like that. So, that's very handy. Handy dandy. Oh, that's a... Hello? Quick save, please. God damn it. Thank you. Oh well. Lost some time that I could have saved. I'm pretty sure there's a patrol car right here. Like around this corner. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, I think I just dodged a patrol car. Like, I heard him down there. Not sure, but it sounded a lot like it. So I think Lockdock somehow... Maybe it's dependent on the start save. It could also have something to do with, like, waiting at the beginning. I'm pretty sure he waited a few minutes in the start mission. Before, like, you know, before making his save. And I think that made the cars... behave differently. Oh yeah, there's no rockets left. Cool. It's all good. I don't need any more. What? Whoa, I got bamboozled a little bit.
Thank you for meeting. They are still. They're running up out of the village. You could help them, you know. Be careful, they're looking for you.
So the nice thing about the RPG is that it generally doesn't jam, at least like on the first time you pick it up. But it can have a dot sometimes.
Stay mobile, Slick. Let's get it done.
Get in here now. I said over here. Where the hell is I think I see 4 guys. I have no idea what set these bastards off. I guess we'll see what sort of soldier you are.
I think they jumped. Come up.
You can save a lot of time in Gopher Falls. I messed up quite a bit that mission.
Stop squirming. Thought you'd be dead by now. You're stronger than I thought. But not strong enough to stop the UFLL. They screwed you pretty good. So we've got new men in office. Now what do you think's gonna happen? You already know. The whole world knows. First, they'll take everything they can get their hands on. Rob the banks and the stores. Then, the men will be lined up against the wall and shot. Chop children's arms off and cut the tendons in their necks. And the women... It's a goddamn disease, what it is. A cancer. You see it, they can't get enough. They just take and take until it kills them. And once they're gone, someone else takes their place in their disease too. Every cell is infected. And the longer you stay, the deeper the virus goes. In the end, nobody will be left, just the disease. So what do you do with this particular situation? Quarantine the patients. Or you just get dirty along with the rest of them.
I think I lost time in this mission. Yeah, this mission I can save time on. The next one I can probably also save time on because I stole Lockdock's driving routes.
How did you get here? Don't move. All clear. Just keep a lookout. Come, go on. The question is, what do I do with you? Things have taken a turn for the worse. Lebeseca's a mess. To deal with it, my men are in no use in that condition. You seem all right. No stab wounds. Head still attached to your body. You want out of here? No problem. Bring a truck around, leave it for you here at the shelter. But I require something. Go back north and kill Kakumba. It'll be easy. He's holding a troop rally, standing on a truck wide open. Sort yourself out. When the storm dies down, head down to Sefapani and meet us there. Listen up! We're proceeding south. Prep a truck for Reki and push it in the shade.
Alrighty. Sorry. Okay, I didn't save that much time. Not as much as I had expected. So I probably didn't mess it up in my PV. It was still fast, so that's good. So here I was watching Lockdock run, and he takes a completely different route to Sefapane. He like drives left here instead of going through all the patrol cars and shit, which is brilliant. I don't know if it's faster, but it's definitely. I think it's about as fast, and it's safer as well. Oh god. I do need to be careful not to damage my car too much. Because I need it to last all the way, preferably. There's a patrol car over on my right, just parked there. Okay, I don't think they saw me. Yeah, they didn't spot me, they just got triggered, but they're not like... they're running after me. Interesting. Interesting choice. And see what I mean? There's like my car is on the verge of smoking. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race. It slows down quite considerably when you hit stuff, so you definitely don't want to hit stuff. Not if you can avoid it. Okay, it's fine now. Can you get out of the way, sir? Thank you. It's fine now because I'm at my destination and I can repair the vehicle during this part, so...
Wait. Right. Hand over the hardware.
Everything's set, I just need a man to ferry it through. Never mind, problem solved. Welcome to Boa Soto. Nice work with Cucumber. I'm only Sergius. Listen, I'm taking a bit of initiative here. The big boss noticed
So we can do stuff while, you know, we can turn the car around, we can repair it while that guy's talking. Talking his talk, walking his walk. There you go.
That ain't right.
Look at it. Just steady. It's like, whoa. It's a dream.
I need a shutter to tell me when you scored your jump.
all I need now is a man to ride along, keep an eye on the merchandise. How about it? You interested? Good. Make your way to the island and rendezvous with the ferry. The skipper will handle the rest. We'll be back fighting this idiotic war in no time, and then I'll get you a meeting with the major.
I shouldn't quick save like that in town because that can that can like spike my FPS, which will trigger everyone. I think it's like quick saving that does it. So, and sometimes everyone gets alerted or like aggro when the FPS spikes. So, probably want to avoid that, to be honest. This is basically just an auto-scroller, this mission here, so... yeah. Not a lot to it.
Well, I'm not seeing the vibe. You know what we're doing? Listen, when we... I'm going to get... But we're not leaving.
I just threw it. I like that. You never be too careful. There's nothing else to do, so you might as well just... I feel like you might as well just play it safe. Send everything you've got after that guy. Unless you're, like, sure where to aim. And I'm not really sure where to aim, so I just, like, pepper him until he... because he has a mortar, which can... Like, if the mortar... If you let him fire the mortar twice, then the boat will get destroyed. Maybe even just, you know, the first shot. I don't actually know. It's possible the first shot can destroy the boat. And then it'll stop. And the only threat is that guy, really. That's the only person you need to be afraid of. He's the only one who can damage the boats. Yeah, well, the other thing that can damage the barge is one of the boats exploding. Or just explosives in general, but things won't explode unless you shoot the boats, so... yeah. Far Cry 2 is my favorite game of all time, but I didn't know people do speedruns of it. Yeah, there's not a lot of speedruns of the game, but it's a lot of fun, honestly. There's a lot of cool tricks and skips and techniques to speed things up. So I like it a lot. This is just an auto-scroller, we're just chilling in here. We don't need to deal with these guys, they're not a threat to the boat. Yeah, there's not a lot of runs. There's like, you know, there's 6 or 7 of active runners. Well, there's 6 or 7 runners, and there's one active runner, maybe 2. Maybe Mackinac will start as well. Then we're 3. Who knows? But it's not a lot. But still, that's just enough to make a bit of competition out of it. So that's the main thing. That's how most of the... Can you give me one example of a skip technique? Yeah, in a moment will do some quick saving and quick loading to skip the dialogue of one guy, and later then later on we'll use a trick shot essentially from far away to like lob a shell over a mountain to destroy a target that we would otherwise have to like run up to. There's a lot of trick shots in this game, like you know, if you've played Counter-Strike, you know, there's like grenade lineups. There's the same stuff in this game. So if you stand in a certain spot and aim a certain spot and then fire your shot, you know, it'll destroy the target from very far away, which saves a lot of time on travel. And of course, also just, you know, optimal movements is also key. But the trick shots with like the grenade launcher and yeah, MGL 140 and M79, they're like the big ones that we use. And we also use the mortar a little bit, the RPG a little bit. The RPG a little bit. I'm done with the RPG now. Now we're just gonna use the better weapons, the MGL 140 and M79.
Well, that's no way.
So here I'm just skipping the dialogue ahead by quick saving, quick loading. That's the last one, I think.
There is a way for you to get
We also sometimes manipulate, like if we fast travel, every time you fast travel the time moves by 4 hours. So if we fast travel a certain amount of times before a mission, you know, we can make it nighttime, which is very handy for certain missions. Because when it's nighttime, the enemies have a harder time spotting you, and then it's just safer all around. And also here we're gonna skip a part of the like bus travel here by quick saving, quick loading a few times. Now we use a load remover, so all these load screens are not timed, so that's why that actually saves time. Even though it's probably a little bit slower than like in real time, we use time without loads. So it's all of the load screens in this game are the timer is paused, so that it's fair on slower systems, because there's a lot of like Macedon and Rekora's runs have a lot of load time compared to my runs, I've noticed. It's the same in Far Cry 5, really. Oh, I messed up. Whoops. Okay, fine. Right, now we're gonna buy the M79 grenade launcher, as well as some other stuff. Gonna buy some repair stuff, and we're gonna buy a grenadier webbing. There we go. So we bought the M79 is very cool because it's a grenade launcher in your sidearm slot. So it serves as a pistol almost. So I can have my AK, I can have a grenade launcher, I can have all the stuff I want, a mortar, and also the M79. You know, I don't have to. I can have several types of grenade launchers and weapons, which is very handy.
What took you so damn long? Get in quickly. You made it. I thought for sure.
You might stay for the next hour. You're very welcome to stay. So.
Yeah, I think this place will do fine. Come back, you'll see.
Alright, let's see now. Now, in a moment I'm gonna fast travel, and I'm gonna fast travel to like one place, and then I'm gonna fast travel to my final destination. And I'll do that because I want to advance the time so that it's nighttime when I arrive. Because I've got a couple of missions coming up where I do a lot of driving, and when you drive, when it's nighttime, it's much easier to avoid patrol cars, and patrol cars can really mess you up in this game, as I'm sure you are aware if you've played this game. Now I'm playing on easy difficulty, so it's not that, but they can still like destroy your car, which is very annoying. Like if they damage your car. All right, let's see. Now where do I need to go? There. If they damage your car a little bit, it starts smoking. Then it drives slower, and eventually they'll destroy it completely, and it can't drive anymore. So that's no fun. We're going to the APR now. I'm gonna try a different strategy than I normally do here. I'll park the car up here. That's not quite what I wanted, but fine.
Right. Right. Hand over the hardware.
Control cars or control spots, whatever they're called, they're super annoying. Yeah, a lot of the game is about avoiding the checkpoints and the patrol cars. And if they do start chasing you, you can quick save and quick load to like kind of make them forget about you a little bit. So I'm going to be using that strategy a lot.
He's in Amsterdam. He has to sell the weapons with an aim. You know Greaves. I am Tambosa, national leader.
Of course, we're just going to skip these by interacting with the
big man.
the folder as quick as possible.
We'll pay in stone, same as always. Just so we're clear, go to the dental clinic and take out those nitrous tanks. Are we good?
Yes, please.
It's an ugly world and it's getting worse by the minute.
We get way more diamonds than we need. We only buy the necessary stuff for the route, so which is not a lot. It's mostly just a couple of weapons. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not quite the right way, but it's okay. It's all good. Now, I'm gonna be driving like pretty close to some enemies here, and I don't really want them to chase me, so that's why it's nighttime now. Because then it's easier, they won't like spot me as easily. So I can generally avoid them following me and shooting me and stuff. Like they're over on my right side here. So yeah, they got kind of alerted, but I don't think they're like aggroed towards me. They'll start searching now, but they're not gonna find me. They're not gonna chase me at least, which is good, because that can mess you up. Alright, here's the trick shot. Gonna wait a little bit, because if you go right away, it will fail. Beautiful. There you go. So there's like a truck in that area that we need to destroy, and using the grenade launcher is obviously much faster than just driving in there, having to fight a bunch of people, and then escaping somehow, getting into a vehicle without getting it blown up in the heat of combat. A lot of these missions can basically be almost entirely like you have to drive there, but you can avoid all of the you know, difficult parts of combat and stuff by just... How do people find it out? Lots and lots of trial and error, believe me. It takes a shit ton of time. It's amazing. A lot of these tricks were found by a guy named Lockduck.
Wait.
And
I'll need your guns and all, man.
Sadly, he deleted his world record run. His 2 hours and 5 minutes run. But we have all of the tricks, you know, saved, so generally we shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to... I don't know if I can catch up to him. I still kind of struggle to see where I can save like 15 minutes, but that's just how it is. Eventually I'll get it, I'm sure. It's just a matter of grinding it out. No such thing as quick save and quick load? Oh damn. Yeah, it's a very useful technique for this speedrun. In general, all speedruns, because if you do a trick and fail, you can quick save, which is faster than trying again or maybe just resetting. So But yeah, honestly, some of these tricks I can't even fathom how people like found it, because it takes so much. Some of these tricks are just nuts. The lineups they do. So yeah. All I know is that, you know, I'm just grateful that I found a couple of my own, at least my own variations of trick shots. Of existing ones, just to make them easier for me and my brain. But still, like, I'm definitely piggybacking off of other people, like Macadon and Lockdog mostly. They're the ones who found most of these trick shots, I think, if not all of them. So... But basically, it's just a question of, okay, I know this is the direction I need to shoot. Then you gotta figure out your angle, like how high you're aiming. You need to figure out the exact, like it has to be pixel perfect in a lot of these shots, like where you're aiming. But it's just a question of trial and error, you know. And then when you finally get it, just trying to figure out how you did it and then replicating it. And eventually, you've got a lineup that you can use to do it consistently. So yeah, and there's a lot of things you can use to line up with. You can use your crosshair, you can use like lines on your arm. I'm using a Chinese guy who has like an arm tattoo, which is very useful for a couple of these shots, including this one I'm about to do. This is the Dogon village where we need to destroy a kiln, in like all the way in the back of the village. But this like saves like honestly it probably saves over 2 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised, because. Yeah, it definitely. I'm very, you know, impressed with all of these trick shots. That's why I like the speedrun so much. It's so cool, these trick shots, you know. It's unfortunate that the guy who made them, or found like a lot of them, just for some reason he deleted his speedruns, his world record run off of YouTube, so you can't see it anymore. Should be good. Yes, I did it. First try, hell yeah, that's good. That's like the thing is, a lot of these, you know, doing these trick shots first try is very useful, because if you have to redo them, that costs you time. So that's an obvious thing, but that's like one of the thing is, these trick shots, with enough practice, anyone can do them, you know? It's just a matter of knowing where to stand, knowing where to aim, knowing what weapon to use. So, all of these targets are most of the targets are stationary, I should say. So, yeah, it's a simple thing in the speedrun, and but it you know, if you just put in the hours to get all these consistently, it'll save you a lot of time. But yeah, anyways, now I'm going over to this village over here to rescue a buddy, because I need to, every time you do 4 story missions, you need to rescue a buddy as well. And I could go back to town and get the mission, but I can actually just rescue the buddy right away. Just driving over here. I don't need the mission active to rescue him, and it still counts. And then I can go back to town and start the next mission. So that saves me like a trip back to town, you know. Very handy. So yeah, and of course it's nighttime, so it's much easier to just sneak in here and rescue this guy and get out without people chasing me and shooting me and stuff. There you go.
Nah, nothing. Hey, you hear about Ned? Shot himself in the foot.
Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm gonna quick save and quick load just to make the car reset, and hopefully that'll make them not chase me here. Definitely want to avoid that. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. Why did you stop, you dickheads? I needed your car. And they stopped, damn it. I should have stopped earlier, probably. I knew that I was never gonna get away from those guys. I really need to find a better, because there's often a patrol car here, so I need to find a better route, like cutting across the hill probably, so I can avoid that patrol car in the future. But yeah, it's all good. We're doing well on time for now, so let's keep this up. Oh, just sailing back. This is the fastest route back, I assume. I haven't actually tested it, but I think this is faster as well as safer to sail back. Yeah, it's definitely safer because there's like a checkpoint on my right-hand side right now, like in there. And if I have to drive on the road, I have to go through that. So that's probably risky. I don't know actually, but like it's like looking at, it's probably faster to go by river than by car. I'm sure everyone's timed that and figured that out. Because driving by car is the most, like, if you look on my behind me right now, that's like the road that I would have to drive on and then cross the bridge. But yeah, so it definitely makes more sense to do it like this.
Wait. Right. Hand over the hardware.
You always want to reload like when you're just waiting for stuff. You don't want to reload while you're fighting, if you can avoid it. I also have an AK that I need to reload, but I don't need to reload it for this mission, so... Yeah.
Doesn't bloody matter, just drink it.
But a bottle like this, this situation is becoming quite serious. We need to bring this battle under control and quickly. I want to discuss some work with you. Ah, so you hate professors too?
Here are your sons. Just head east to the Polytech and kill Unia. Done. Do some damage. Sweet put.
What now?
Oh my god. Come on. Oh my god, dude. Just get out of the fucking boat, you... Jesus Christ. That jump is way harder than it looks. I need to like figure out why I suck at so much of that. Right. Now we're going over to... oh, by the way, I don't know if I said it, but thank you for the follow, my Mirror Frosty. Right, so now we're going over to Polytechnical. I'm gonna kill a guy. This is a kind of a trick shot, but it's not really like, you know, it's not a massive lineup like some of the others. This is basic. This is pretty basic relatively, because we haven't found a way to shoot him from a different angle than the one we're doing here. So basically, like if you look on the map here, he's like, actually that's a pretty bad map. It's gonna switch now. He's like over on my left here, right? So, but we have to basically go like all the way to the front door almost to shoot through the front door to get to him, the guy we need to kill. Which is not great, but it's the best we've got, I think. Because that building right there is pretty sealed off, so yeah. I missed the first shot, that's okay. Shit happens. Now we're gonna sail over here to this safe house. There's a car there, and it's faster to sail over and get the car to drive back than it is to sail back. So we're gonna be doing that. Gonna be driving down here just to avoid the guys on my left. That's like an outpost or a checkpoint.
This area's under ceasefire, do not piss about.
Yeah, what? That's far enough. No weapons. Come on, arms up. Yeah?
Now, this is one of the coolest trick shots, I think, because the grenade travels a really long distance. So that's again, this is a very cool lineup. It's simple to do, I feel. You know, of course, all of these take quite a bit of practice, but this one is reliable and
you'll find the barge easily enough. Kill Yabek and you're done. Standard payment.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. We're gonna be following the train tracks for most of the drive. Well, for all of the drive, really. That's like the fastest way to get there. So we're gonna be a choo-choo train for this mission. These tracks take us all the way to. Good luck on first try. Thank you. These tracks take us all the way to the bridge that we need to get to. There's a barge under the bridge, and we need to kill a guy inside of the barge. However, somehow, I don't know how this trick shot works. It's a fucking mystery to me. I guess like part of the barge just doesn't render at this distance. That's the only explanation I can give. But basically, you can like stand super far away and just lob a shot down from above into the valley, and then get him, kill him like from really far away. It's a really cool trick shot. Huh, that wasn't smart. Like hitting trees and stuff is not good for your car's health, and you don't really want to damage. It's not the worst, because now I have the repair upgrades that I bought with diamonds. So I got the repair manuals for this car. So I can repair it if I need to, like quickly. But obviously I don't want to if I can avoid it. There's always a guy on the tracks over here, I don't know why. But, you know, it's always helpful to drive these guys over, because they might shoot at you, or alert other people, you know, around nearby. should have turned the other way. Fuck. No, I shouldn't have done that. I probably hit it. Fuck. That was stupid.
I got your number. I've been watching you. I found your weakness.
I probably hit it, but I unlocked the safe house. So I did get that message. Yeah. Fuck, that was dumb, but it's fine, it's fine. Actually, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck's going on with splits? I messed those up a little bit, because I did the mission and then I did it again, so it split twice. Okay, that's just a regular Jeep without a mounted gun, so he's not a threat, really. Hello, Crump. Welcome. What's up? Nothing much. Just playing a bit of Far Cry 2, enjoying it. Trying to get a PB here. Trying to get a sub 220. Macadon said he'll consider doing the speedruns again if I get a sub 220. If I start putting pressure on him. So that's the plan. You're late? No, not at all. You're we're about halfway through the run, I'd say. Maybe like 2/3. So you're good.
Stop there. You know the drill, no weapons.
Right, I'm gonna try a new shot here that I haven't tried before, that I saw Dosix doing. It's a very cool lineup. I think it's better than the one I've been using so far. It's simple and it's faster, so that's a win-win, obviously. You've been working with the enemy. Did you think I wanna find out? This is no way to 3-dimensional my position. Blah, 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 blah.
We've arranged payment, of course. Destroying the generator will cripple the transmitter. Remember, you're looking for Wheeler Gold Village.
Aye, Captain. Oh, hello.
You have.
Alrighty. Yeah, that was the jump I was trying to like not just smash or yeet into, because like fall damage hurts your car quite a bit, and I don't want to hurt it. I want it to be in one piece for the return trip as well. What? That is. Right, very good. So yeah, you just want to get stopped like by walking into the corner. You don't want to wedge yourself in a little bit. At least with my lineup, with the way I'm visualizing it. Maybe it doesn't really matter. You can probably do that. It'll be fine. But yeah. Oops, almost messed that up. Which Far Cry you think has the best soundtrack? Ooh. Now that's a good question right there. This game has a good soundtrack. It's very fitting for the theme. But
that's far enough.
Let me think.
Know the drill, no weapons.
Far Cry 5 is up there. It's those you know, those Peggy songs are just out of this world. They're really good. Far Cry 1 has a really good soundtrack as well. I like that a lot. Of course, it has like a theme song, and then it's got a bunch of it's got a bunch of like ambient music, I guess. So I think Far Cry 1 has great. Far Cry 1 and 2 did really well on the sound part. Like the background music, the ambient music is really, really good. Far Cry 5 has some bangers in the soundtrack, like just the radio music is great.
Be ready for anything. I'd expect the worst if I were you.
Yeah. So I would say 1 and 2 and 5 for different reasons. 1 and 2 has great ambient music, or not, like 1 has amazing ambient music. They did a wonderful job on that. Far Cry 2 has a really good, like, also background. This is more of music, but it's still, you know, it's still there to set the tone. So yeah. 3 is most iconic. I can't really remember Far Cry 3 soundtrack that well, honestly. Like the song, I don't know, the songs. Only you. Like Far Cry 3, 4. I mean, you know what? Blood Dragon's also got a great theme. It's very on the nose. This is much more serious, but they both set the theme so well. Or yeah, set the tone really well. Don't shoot me too much, guys. I don't want to have to repair this thing. Not yet, anyways. Not while driving uphill. That'll be a pain in the ass. Slowly edging myself down there, just being safe. I don't want to get stuck on stuff that's like gonna cost me more time. Bruh. It really is not good to hit all these stones because it really, you know, it really slows the car down if it gets damaged. Don't shoot me. Thank you. Any future plans for speedruns? Not really, no. I rarely plan that far ahead, honestly. I like to just kind of... I like to... I'm focused on the one I'm doing right now, and eventually when I'm satisfied with my runs, and I call it quits for this game for now, I'll like, you know, I'll probably give it a few days and see what I feel like playing next. Normally it only takes a few days before I get the jitters, you know, I want to play something else.
Stop there. You know the drill, no
So,
weapons.
Hitman, I haven't never played Hitman before, actually. Sorry.
This is the worst idea.
But Hitman could be a cool speedrunning game. I'm not a big fan of third-person games, but maybe it could be. Also, I've also looked at like Just Cause and Mad Max. Mainly, actually, no, it's Just Cause is the one I'm thinking of, as well as Uncharted.
Too much unrest. It has to end. Here, I want you to take this to Mbatue. He is at the Seko Brewery. Tell him I accept his terms. Go on, take it. In exchange, he will give you a diamond attaché case. Bring it here, and then we will know we have a good faith arrangement.
Best watch your back, mate. Times are changing.
crazy speedruns in Hitman, I believe. Yeah, I've heard. I think I've seen one. At least parts of one, like some guy just glitching all over the place in a clown costume.
Hey, good.
Hey.
I found you. This truce they're talking about.
Didn't ask plus ratio. Exploiting glitches to the maximum. Yeah, that's cool when there's like when there is that many glitches to exploit, then it's a really cool speedrun, I think. It feels so good when you can string them all together to complete the game. That's, you know, it's a very simple objective, but it can be infinitely difficult. Especially like what level do you want to take it to? Do you want to take it to the highest level? Are you ready to spend 1,000 hours trying to beat everyone else? Well, if you are, it's gonna be a hell of a feeling when you get there. And sometimes it's also okay to just accept that, you know what, like I always say if you shoot for the moon, you'll end up amongst the stars. If you never beat the world record, if it turns out that it's just you just can't do it, you know, it's not possible for whatever reason. You're not willing to spend the hundreds of hours. You'll probably still end up in a very, you know, in something you can be proud of. You should just aim to, you know, your goal should be to you know, to make yourself proud of what you've done, what you've accomplished. And of course, sometimes it can be hard to be satisfied with anything else in first place. But yeah.
Like a mover will cut your throat. It's you. If you're here to help rubber stamp that ceasefire, you're too late. A peace agreement. What a joke. A comedy act. You think these men wanted peace? They wanted privacy is what they wanted. They wanted the world to stop paying attention to them so they could go on with the raping and pillaging. In peace, you see. It's gonna stop. I'm gonna stop them, and they'll know. They'll be cursing my name when the blood comes spurting out of their necks. And you're not gonna stop me. You think I don't know you, what you're about, what you came here to do? Wake up. I used to be you. They're gonna think you did this. A dirty mercenary who'll do anything for a payout. That's good. It means the war will start all over again. The real bloodletting has begun. We're gonna cure these men of their disease, you and I. We're gonna pull it right out of their veins. What do you got there? Diamonds?
Best Far Cry villain. Krieger. No. I don't know. I like Vars a lot.
You know what? I tried to warn you. The pilot didn't. They're blaming the assassin.
He'll be back in Far Cry 7, maybe. Could be.
No, please, don't. It's okay. Don't.
That'll be interesting. The thing is, like the pattern they've gone with so far is that, you know, they've released Far Cry 2, obviously, then Far Cry 3, and after Far Cry 3 there was like there was Blood Dragon, which is like kind of a mid-tier or a secondary release, so to speak. What the fuck? Hello? Wasn't standing in the right spot apparently. Oh. That was a bit too far away, I think. That wall is so weird. Anyways, yeah, it's been like a secondary release, and then they released Far Cry 4, and then they released Primal, another secondary release. Then they released Far Cry 5, and then they released New Dawn, another secondary release. It costs like half the price, it's shorter, it's a smaller map. And after New Dawn, they released 6, which is a primary release, a massive map, of course. So if they like, you know, logic would suggest that they're gonna continue with this pattern of primary release, secondary release, primary release, secondary release. So the next game is probably not gonna be Far Cry suck my balls. The next game is probably gonna be Far Cry something. Return to Monkey. Far Cry Alaska or something, who knows. Then there's gonna be Far Cry 7. Okay, I get it. Let me out of the fucking vehicle. Fuck you guys. Alright. Luckily in this area there's only like regular cars that spawn, that they can't shoot you to death. They can only like drive you into, like try to ram you off the road and stuff. Which they're very good at, but it's not as dangerous as the mounted gun cars. But yeah. Right. Yeah, I think they're going to be making a new game engine for Far Cry 7. At least judging by the fact that you're fighting the Dunia protocol at the end of Lost Between Worlds. In the latest, like the last DLC for Far Cry 6. The fact that you're fighting the Dunia protocol makes me suggest that they're done with that. You know, I think that's a pretty strong hint that they're killing it off. And they're gonna make it, you know, work via a new game engine, and that could be the one, the Snowdrop or Snowflake, the one that they use for, what's it called? Tom Clancy's The Division, and the one they use for the Avatar game that they're making. Or they could make I don't know. It could be a new game engine. Like Dunia 2 has been used ever since Far Cry 3. You know, it's been the same game engine that they've just iterated upon. So it's probably in need of a refresh. You know, if for Far Cry 6 they wanted to make a huge city that you could explore and walk around in, and I think that the game engine probably limited them quite a bit in that pursuit. But I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know a lot about this stuff. All I know is that I killed Dunia Protocol in Far Cry 6 Lost Between Worlds.
Let's have a look at you, brother. Orders, man. I need to hold your weapons.
It better have Obama, bro. That would be such a baller move if they got Obama as the main villain. Like, after all the memes about it, and it turns out it's actually just a psyop, like, to actually... to actually prepare people. That would be the maddest reveal ever. That Obama is actually the villain. It wasn't a meme, it was real life. Your life is the meme, imagine.
I need a man on the other side of the table that I can do business with. That means no more Tembo, sir. And I want you to kill it.
Somehow doubt it. He doesn't strike me as the voice actor, and he's probably not that. He's probably kind of expensive, and Ubisoft haven't been known to splash the bag on their games, you know. It's not like Bethesda, who just spent like half of the budget on Liam Neeson, have him say 3 lines, like die 5 minutes into the game. They're actually pretty conservative generally with the money that they spend. Fuck, where am I going? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. This way. Unreal? Maybe, yeah, they'll use the Unreal Engine. I don't know. I actually don't know that much about like how the Unreal Engine works, but is it like open source? Can anyone just use it? I guess you need a license to make your games in it. Yeah, they could. That would be cool if they could use like, you know, a game engine from this decade to make a brand new experience. I like these Far Cry games. The brand is strong, I think. Like Far Cry 6 was a success, even though people, you know, it got mixed reviews and people say, oh, it's dead now, oh, it's repetitive. That game still sold, like, they still made like a quarter billion off of it, I'm pretty sure. Dollars. So, yeah, people can say what they want, but Far Cry is definitely a popular brand. And the formula works because people keep coming back for these games. So, yeah. And I'm also very excited about these single-player games. Obviously, you know, I just like the other Far Cry games, so I assume that I'll like a new one as well. That's not a given. But I know that when I run out of Far Cry games to speedrun, there's plenty more similar games out there that I can jump into. That's a comforting thought. Just in case Far Cry is Far Cry 6 is the last one or something. You never know. Could be. In that case, there's like plenty of options out there. Like I think it's Just Cause. I think that's the one with like the grapple. That one looks very interesting. I might give that a go. Titanfall as well is a really cool speedrun. I'm very curious about that. So yeah, we'll see. Bruh. Can you just throw the fucking grenade, dude?
God damn, let's get in there. What do we do? What do you think? We need cover.
The grenades in this game suck balls, honestly. They are the worst grenades I've ever, like, they're so bad. They never fly straight. They're always like, for some reason there's like so much variance in which direction the grenades fly. Like they fly sideways quite often. Sometimes they fly straight, other times they fly like fucking 5 degrees to the side and they don't go anywhere near where you're aiming them. Right, so there's always a patrol car down here. But I should be able to avoid him. Because it's nighttime. Oh fuck, that's a problem. Right, we'll make it work. Normally he's facing the other way, so that was kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. I can pay? What do you mean? Y'all gonna play GTA 6 anyways. I've never actually really played GTA 5. I'll be honest. I played it on my Xbox 360 with horrible performance, so I didn't really enjoy it for obvious reasons. Yeah. I played it for like an hour or two and I said, fuck this. This is too laggy. My console can't handle it. I'm not gonna subject myself to this. Yeah.
This area's under ceasefire. Do not face about. Yeah, what?
This is another cool trick. I don't know if you noticed this, Crump, but like you can use the mortar to clip through walls.
Muy bien.
This only works on patch 1.0. So that's why I'm playing on like the original patch. They patched it in later versions of the game. So honestly, I probably want to fast travel twice here just to make it daytime. I think that would be better, because like this trick shot is very difficult to see when it's dawn. It's very foggy. It's hard to see where you have to aim. So I would probably rather have it just be clear day. But I should be okay. We'll find out. I'll change that up for the next time. This trick shot is just mental. Yeah, it's very hard to see at this time of day. That sucks. There you go. Alright. That's good. It can be better. I'll make it like daytime because I need Really? Okay. I was really not fond of like the thought of having to quick load there, because that would put me before the trick shot again. Yeah, no thanks. You have no life. Still save time even though I messed it up apparently. Southeast is there. You ever tried GOW? Years of War? No, I don't think so. Is that the one? No, Soldiers of Fortune that Leco ran. I don't think I've played Gears of War, no. Oh, God of War. No. I have never played God of War. That's a console exclusive, right? I only play PC games. It looks really cool with Kratos and everything, but I've only I've never played it.
paid your friend the lieutenant a lot of money. I don't know if you've heard, but there's...
You lovebirds done talking? Been a while.
Wonder how much you can cut. Yeah, that's probably like the thing is. Oh yeah, like 60-70 hours is probably playing the game, like exploring the side missions and stuff. If you're speedrunning it, you don't even need glitches. You can still complete the game incredibly quickly, like faster than you can imagine. And there's definitely glitches, like there's always glitches and exploits you can use to skip ahead of, like in very creative ways. It doesn't even have to be a glitch. You can still like find exploits that are like in the game. It's a feature in the game, but the developers never intended for you to use it in that way. That happens a lot. It's not like a cheat or a glitch per se. It's just a, you know, it's just a cool usage of game mechanics. Kind of like the buzzer in Far Cry 6. You can break a lot of missions by flying around with a helicopter instead of just playing them like you should have. Yeah, but it's a console exclusive, right? God of War. I can't play it on PC. Northeast, yes. I don't really have a... I have an Xbox One S, but I don't really want to play on it. Honestly, I'm not a fan of consoles. Beautiful. It's Uwuben. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. Dang it. "2018 God of War on Steam?" Okay. I'll have to check that out. Because it's definitely a cool game. It's a very cinematic game, which tends to mean that the developers put in a lot of effort to make it as a like, so you can't break the game, like, so you don't really get, like, it's very immersive based. It's immersion based, so that means the developers put in a lot of work to make sure you don't break it too much, I think. But I have no idea, because I've never played God of War, so I could be just talking out my ass right now. It's the best series, yeah, okay, cool. I get that. So this mission, it's not crucial, because in my PB I actually did it with daytime, but this guy with the RPG, and generally enemies will just mess you up if it's daytime, because they can see you much sooner, which is a problem because You want to get in and get out without having to fight anyone and have your vehicle take damage. So yeah. So yeah. Alright, 4 quick saves here.
Everybody has to choose.
What he's doing the hokey pokey.
Find the job.
Alright, that went well. I don't have to drive that far here. You just don't want the car to explode, really, because they can be a big problem. They can even kill you. Like if they're waiting for you out there, it's not great. There you go. And the Jeep is gone. Yeah, bruh. All right, now we're just sailing to the prison to start the final part of the mission. We're getting close. We're looking really good on time. I'm very happy with this run so far. Let's end it. Practice makes perfect, everyone. I've put in a lot of practice, and it's currently looking real good. We're gonna steal a car up here. To drive to the prison. My throat is a bit sore. Sorry guys for all the coughing. I think I'm getting a cold. Go away! Don't do this to me! Please. Fuck. Alright. Alright, not ideal. But, nothing I can do about that, really. They were gonna fuck me up anyways. Could have maybe stolen the car, that would have been better. So the reason you want a motor clip here is because that means you can run here.
So far, so good. The civilians are...
Which mobility used most in Far Cry 6? Definitely the buzzer. The small helicopter, the Resolver buzzer helicopter thing.
You know, people... You're the only one who...
It had the largest map. Yeah, it definitely has the largest map. Okay, I only lost 3 seconds there. That was good. I don't know how that's possible, but because I had to walk like really far. I lost like over 20 seconds by having to walk there, definitely. Probably more, so that's good, you know. That I'm not You know, I don't want to be at a point where like, oh man, this run felt perfect and I'm like over 10 minutes behind world record. How's that possible? I want to be at a place where like, okay, I definitely lost time there and I'm still doing well compared to my PB, so... Because that means there's always room for improvement. And clearly there is, because if Lockdock can do it, I can do it. I'm pretty confident in that regard. I'm not taking anything away from him. Actually, I am. He took it away from himself by removing his runs. But you put in a lot of work, finding all the trick shots, grinding the run out. I'm sure it wasn't just a, you know, it wasn't just a weekend project. He's been spending a lot of time on this. He's done a lot of speedruns of this game, so... Yeah, I don't need to compare with each other, that's true. That's like an end goal more so than like a direct comparison. Because right now I'm just... Like, right now my goal is to be faster than I currently am. Obviously. That's a given. But what I mean by that is... The best way to figure out what you can do to be faster is to compare your strategies against the world record holder strategies and the way he executes them, or she. Obviously. Again, these are all, you know, very simple truths of speedrunning that I'm throwing out here. But yeah. That's what I mean. That's why I'm comparing to my own PB, and I'm very proud that I'm happy that I'm doing so well against it. But I know it can be faster, so you know I'm not gonna rest on my laurels. Not at the moment, at least.
Look, I've got the diamonds. And now you're here. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Everyone keep so far.
Alrighty. We're almost at the end now. This is the final trick shot coming up. It's kind of stupid. I couldn't see for a moment there. There you go.
Seen the Hebrew? Fuck. Sit up. Don't need to come. It's like a move.
In here. Hold that. Give me the briefcase. Oh, here, good. We'll need them. The APR in the front is still coming after the civilians. Probably think they can kill them or drag them back over the border. The only ones who died today are the ones that are coming. I planted some dynamite out there, by that overhang on the cliff. But the dead
We can just pick up the med kit out here. There you go. Just in case we need all 6 syringes, you never know what's gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna need a single one. But you might as well. Something to do, you know.
The other guy's gonna take those diamonds to the border and use them to bribe the guards, so there's no problems with the crossing. Those civilians are making it to the camps tonight, every last raggedy one of them. Then when the handoff's complete, that guy, you or me, is gonna put a bullet into his own head. I do both jobs myself, but there's not enough time. The only way this is gonna work is if we see it the whole way through to the end. Every cell of this cancer has to be destroyed. That includes you and me. If we don't finish this, then the whole mission has been a waste, a farce. It'll start up again just like it always does. So which one are you taking? Diamonds or dynamite? It's up to you.
What you got?
Alright, we're almost there. Looking like a 217, not bad at all. Alright, so I stopped the timer a little bit early last time. I need to stop it when the HUD disappears. There we go. Wait, what? Wait, did it split up by itself? I missed that. Okay. 217. Yeah, okay. So I think it does actually split by itself. I just didn't I didn't know that. 223. Alright, interesting. The in-game timer is weird. It's like not useful at all. Is it not reliable at all, I should say. Alright, that went well. So I have an Easter party in about an hour, so I don't have time to to do another one for now. But yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. 217.25, that went super well.